Welcome to the Trill and BA Show. I'm your host, Felicia Ann Rose Anuha, aka the Trillest MBA you will ever know. And I'm here to help you survive and thrive in corporate America by giving you the truth and being as real as only I can be. Happy Sunday, everybody! This Sunday, we made it. We're making it, y'all. But not only that, it's April. It is April. What? Like, the first quarter of 2023 is shut down in the books, gone. It's history. We are officially at the beginning of Q2. And April, turns out, is Black Women's History Month. Now, wonder why we don't really hear about that, really? Could it be, I don't know, the construct of whiteness? Sure. Racism, sexism, all the isms, patriarchy, all those things. Yeah. I don't know if we should make a big deal about this or not, because I don't never see anything about it. And between Black History Month and then there's Women's History Month in March, it's like they tried to give us our own specific month right after all of that. And I don't know if that's sticking. If I'm wrong, guys, let me know, because it just may be an awareness problem in that I'm not aware. So hit me up and let me know. But you know what April means? It means it's time for spring cleaning. Yes, it is spring cleaning time. And what that also means is that it is time for you to spring clean your career. Yes, girl, it's time to get this stuff tidy. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to discuss the top 3 things that you need to do over the next 3 months, which is all of Q2. So you got April, May, and June, okay, to get this all together to ensure that you are setting yourself up for career success. But first, today's corporate baddie is Olabisi Boyle. Olabisi is the Vice President of Product Planning and Mobility Strategy for Hyundai Motor North America. She is responsible for guiding the strategic direction of Hyundai's U.S. vehicle lineup, leading long and short range planning, and overseeing market research, business analytics, and pricing. She also leads Hyundai's U.S. mobility strategy, including IT business solutions, connected car technology, and future innovations. Boyle was named Vice President of Product Planning and Mobility Strategy in August of 2020. So we was still in the throes of the pandemic and she was making moves. Before she joined Hyundai, she was at Visa, where she was most recently the Vice President of Connected Commerce, leading the Internet of Things, Tap to Phone, and Acceptance Cloud Payment products. Prior to her Connected Commerce position, she was the Vice President of Internet of Things and Connected Car, where she was responsible for expanding Visa's in-car payment technology. Boyle has 20 years of automotive industry experience, including various engineering, product strategy, and manufacturing leadership roles at Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and Ford Motor Company. At Chrysler, she was the Director of Engineering Planning and Technical Cost Reduction. Prior to that, she was the Chief Engineer for Chrysler Town & Country and Dodge Grand Caravan minivans. So all y'all soccer moms out there, this is the person you probably have to think for that favorite little doodad in your vehicle. Not only has Boyle had a stellar career in the automotive industry, but she's also been recognized for all of her accomplishments. For instance, in 2021, she was named a 2021 Automotive News All-Star in the product development category. She was also selected to the San Francisco Business Times 2020 Most Influential Women in the Bay Area. And she was named to Automotive News 100 Leading Women in the North American Auto Industry in 2020. She was also a recipient of the 2018 Women in Payments Innovation Award. She is an advisory board member for the Los Angeles Auto Show, Automobility LA, and was elected as co-chair and board member of the Chrysler African American Network. Boyle also served as a board member of the Detroit area pre-college engineering program. Look at that, just giving back. Love to see it. Boyle has a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering from Columbia University, a Bachelor of Science in Physics from Fordham University, and a Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering from Columbia University. God, dog. Listen, I don't know this woman personally, but I am proud to big up her. Do your thing. We are excited to watch your climb and watch you do great things to make our lives as consumers easier in your role. So, Olabisi Boyle, thank you for being our Corporate Word Spotlight of the Week. If you guys know her, tag her, let her know that she's getting even more recognition from this old podcast here, The Trill MBA Show. Now let's get into the show. Perfect. All right, guys. So listen, we're not going to be here for a long time. We're going to be here for a good time today because I just got some homework for y'all today. So if you don't have your pen and paper, I'm going to need you to get somewhere and just get the nuggets. You may be able to remember some of this because most of it I've probably touched on. But since it's that time of year, this is your gentle nudge and reminder to do the shit that you already know to do, girl. Okay? So now listen. The first thing that you need to do out of these 3 things I'm going to talk about today is literally clean up. Yes, I said it, girl. You need to get yourself organized and decluttered. Look at your desk. Don't look at my desk. Look at your desk. Those who can't do, teach. I'm going to get my desk together too, y'all. I'm going to take what I'm telling y'all to do and I'm going to do it too. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I promise. I'm going to work on it. Who has a messy desk? Man, I remember the messiest desk outside of my own desk. Because I used to have a really messy desk. And it wasn't until I was working post MBA that I learned that a perception that I could drive is that I was organized if I just kept my desk decluttered. And so then what I would do is I'd pick a drawer to throw everything in and nobody could see. And that's what I would do. And I wouldn't have hardly anything on my desk. And so people would pass by and be like, oh my God, your desk is so organized. I'm like, oh, thanks. And so that created this perception that I was organized and I was productive and I was this and that. But there's research that these folks have done out here. And if your workspace isn't optimized for your work, then that can actually hurt your productivity. So some things to change. You need to tidy your desk of papers. So get all that paper and stuff out the way. Put it in file folders. Get it organized so you can find it quickly. Create a singular to-do list, right? And make sure you just stay focused on the things that you need to get done. Make sure you prioritize that to-do list. Instead of having like multiple papers and projects like, I know I got to do this. I know I got to do this. I know I got to do this. Don't lay all that out on your desk. Like get a to-do list and file everything away. Now, if you're like me, a little messy, and I don't mean like blog messy. I mean, literally my desk got stuff on it. Paper here, equipment there, just not organized. So if you're like me and you're one of the untidy ones and you're thinking, I'm too busy to be worried about what y'all motherfuckers think of my desk. And I get that. And that's a fair, valid point and feeling. But I'm here to tell you, you're wrong. And I know it's like, well, why would I take time to do that? But I got so much to do. Because if you take the time up front to get organized, you're gonna slow down to speed up. And that is my favorite thing to do. Let's slow down so we can speed up. And that's what getting organized does. When you take the time to organize, you will feel better. You will be more energized. You will have your mind clear because there's no clutter around. And you can have energy to do more dope shit. And listen, if you feel like, hey, I can't really take this time and do all this, outsource it. Get somebody to do it. Hire somebody. It won't hurt you. You got a job. You'll be fine. Help the economy. It's all good. So now listen, we're going to take a quick break, pay some bills. And when we get back, I'm going to tell you the second thing that you really, really need to do in your spring cleaning now that we've got the actual cleaning out the way. But when we come back from the break. Hey guys, Felicia here. It is April. I am so excited. If you are listening to this before April 10th, then you need to email me. If you live in the Los Angeles area, you need to email me and you need to say, Shades of Marketing Tour, I want to go with you. Okay, I have 5 VIP tickets to give for people who tell me that they're going to be in LA April 15th and that they will spend their time, energy, gas in traffic. Hopefully there's no traffic. Hopefully traffic's not bad. We're going to pray for good traffic. But you will come and hang out with me. I will be emceeing the Shades of Marketing Tour that's being put on by Black Marketers Association of America. Full disclosure, I'm on the advisory board for this organization. It is an amazing organization for marketers. We are all about all things marketing and Black people trying to grow their career in marketing, get into marketing, learn more about marketing, how to work better with your marketers that you work with. Like, why are we all so crazy? Yeah, we don't talk about it all. So we've got a great lineup. We've got some great people here that are going to be on the panel. We're going to have some workshops. It is going to be not only a good time, but it is going to be a good learning time. So if you want to know more about this, go to the show notes, click the link. There you will find the link to get tickets if, you don't want to, come with me for free because I gave you a ticket. If you happen to not email me by April 10th, or you happen to not get picked, because literally I'm going to put all your names in a hat and I'm going to shake it up and I'm going to pick 5. That's literally how this is going to go. But let's say you still want to go. If you don't get this free ticket to come roll with me, then you can buy tickets. And I have a discount code for you. You can get 10% off. All you have to do in the promo code is all caps Trill MBA. That is the code for the discount. Okay. So I got you a discount. I got you free tickets for 5 people. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't come out to the Shades of Marketing Tour and hang out with Black Marketers Association of America. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited and I can't wait to meet y'all in person. So please, even if you don't get the free tickets and you come out, please let me know you listen to the show. Please let me know this is how you found out about this great event. It is Saturday, April 15th in Los Angeles, California. More info is in the show notes. Now back to the show. All right, and we are back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. With the second thing that you need to do for your spring cleaning housekeeping for your career. Once you've decluttered, now you can sit down at your clean desk and you pull out pen and paper and you can start thinking about what it is you really want for your career. That's really what you need to do this time of year. You start looking back, doing some assessments, saying, okay, hold on. Let me take a look at, like, am I tracking where I think I should be in my career? What do I really want for my career in the next 18 months? Is this really the shit I'm supposed to be doing right now? And the crazy thing, listen, if you get stuck, you're like, okay, that's great. I can sit down and I'm staring at a blank sheet of paper, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I really want. I have no clue. I got you. So the first thing you can do if you feel like, I don't know, start with a self-assessment. Start with assessing your skill set, your interest, and your values. And this can also help you identify your strengths and your weaknesses, as well as getting closer to, like, what are you really passionate about and what really motivates you outside of a paycheck? Because unless you're like me, a half Nigerian Capricorn, I don't think money's really gonna do it for you. Money does it for me, I'm just saying. But sometimes there's only so much money that can do it. And then it's just like, there's gotta be better, right? And then I go look for more money. So I don't know, guys, but I'm telling you, you have to figure out what motivates you, what's gonna get you going, what energizes you, what feeds you, right? It's one thing to have a job, and even if that job gets you really good salary and benefits and all that stuff, if you're just existing, that's not living. And so this is the perfect time to take a pause, block out some time in your calendar and say, okay, what is it that I need to do? What do I want? That's always my first question to myself. What is it that you want, Felicia? And I mean, quite frankly, I want media moguldom. That's what I want. I'm working on that, right? Got my plans. We're doing the damn thing. However, what do you want? This is about you, right? I'm not going to go on the only child rant about me. This is about you. What do you want, girl? Now, if you're like, I don't know, guess what? There are several assessments that you can do. And some even have free versions like the Kersey self-assessment. Then there's the Myers-Briggs, which I don't know if they have a free one, but I know a lot of companies pay for Myers-Briggs. And if you talk to your manager, you may be able to get this resource at work. And there's all these other personality assessments. So what I've done, guys, is I've put a link, an article to all these assessments. And it explains like what the assessments are, how you can get a hold of them. It has a link to the free Kersey assessment. So if you go to trillandba.com, I'm telling you, sign up for our freebies. If you're already signed up for freebies, go back to your email. You have the link to the freebies in your email. And not only will you get this article with all that information, but you'll also get all these other career freebies. And we keep adding to that list as time goes on. And these are all tools that we have for you for free. So there are no excuses. Okay? Don't let my living be in vain. Okay? All right. So now listen, these tools are amazing because they're asking you questions about you. And they're asking you questions you wouldn't think to ask yourself. And then the output helps you think through, oh, well, maybe I do want that. And you can pressure test it. Because remember, it's they questions they made up on some scientific blah, 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 right? Okay, fine. But at the end of the day, you answered these questions and you answered them in a certain way. And so if you get an output from you answering the questions that you're like, I don't know, hey, then you got to have a conversation with yourself and say, well, if I'm being honest with me, then maybe I do want to be an underwater basket weaver. Please, I hope for none of you. I mean, can you swim, girl? Anyway, listen, I ain't even gonna go there. But I want you to understand, there is resource available to you for this, okay? It is there for you if you get intentional and ask your manager to help you. Okay. Now, understand, biggest takeaway from this, being intentional is your key to success. Making a decision on what you want and being honest with yourself is the key to setting yourself up for career success. It's what helps you get promoted. It's what helps you get more money. Is you getting crystal clear about what you are trying to accomplish in this lifetime with the skills, talents, abilities, time, energy, resources that you currently have. But it takes you taking out the time to say, I'm going to schedule this in and I'm going to focus and I'm going to figure out what it is I really want. And I know that is easier said than done, but guys, I'm telling you, there is such freedom in just deciding that you're going to go down a certain path in your career. And it is amazing how then the world starts to shift and things start opening up just because you asked the question of, I think I want to try this. And you go down the path. And the great thing is, guess what? You cannot lose. You cannot lose. I promise. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to learn. You're going to learn more about yourself. You're going to learn more about the life that you're supposed to go down, the path that's been laid out for you. You're going to be in a better place a year from now if you just get quiet and still and real with yourself and say, self, what do you really want? And I'm telling you, all the resources will be there. And nothing, hear me, nothing is too great of an idea. There's nothing that your brain can think of that's too great to come to fruition. Doesn't mean it's not going to be a lot of work. Doesn't mean it's not going to be stressful at times. Doesn't mean you're not going to fail in parts. Doesn't mean any of that. What it means is you are going to be on that journey and on that path, and the road is going to be made clear every new step. You can do it. Whatever you put your mind to, whatever you say to yourself, self, what do you want? Okay, we're going to do that. I'm telling you, you will amaze yourself. And I don't care where you're from. You can be from a little country town in South Texas where your grandma raised chickens in the backyard, where there was a clothesline, and when we didn't have a washer and dryer, we hung up things on the clothesline. You can come from nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing in this world. And you can create everything. You can create anything. You just have to believe it for yourself. And nobody else has to believe it. Nobody. I mean, absolutely nobody. Not your mama, not your auntie and them, not your best friend. They can think whatever they want. The only person who has to believe it is you. And as long as you believe that that's what you want, and you know and believe that that's what you can do, you're going to do it. And if you need one person to believe in you, I believe in you because I believe in us. For as human as we are magical. You got this, sis. You got it. But also, ask for help. You ain't got to do it by yourself. Okay? That's the lesson I'm learning. So I thought I'd share that part too. Now, when we get back from the break, we're going to wrap up the show with the most important thing that you need to do this Q2. Okay? All right. When we get back from the break. Hey guys, Felicia here. Just a quick update about the paid and promoted course. I have been going through some things, personal things between me and my doctor. We're going to work it out. So I've had to push back the launch of this course. I will be sending emails to the people I've already talked to that have wanted to join the course. We have not started this course yet. We will set a new date. We were supposed to start this month in March, but because I'm going to be going to the doctor and things, and don't worry, I'm fine. I don't want to get any texts from my friends that listen to this show all the time. I'm fine. Y'all know what I'm going through. I've already told y'all what it is. So I will be fine. It is just life, but I've got to, do the self-care. So I apologize in advance for delaying your greatness and my greatness, but we're going to be great together. We're going to work this out. But if you are still interested in the paid and promoted course, please send me an email at ask@trillionba.com. We will get you on the waiting list and we will reconfigure the timing of the launch of this most important program, 6 weeks, to get you all the things and tools you need so that you can be paid and promoted. And then even after that 6 weeks, I am literally going to hold your hand and help you to the finish line of your promotion. And at the end, if you don't get promoted, I'm going to help you find another job somewhere else because, quite frankly, after I get through with you, that job ain't gonna promote you. They're just not. Like, sometimes it happens and you just need to leave. And that's just the God's honest truth. But I'm gonna show you how to get to the promised land. And then once you know all this stuff, it's yours forever. And you can just duplicate it and just keep getting promoted every 2 years. It's an amazing program. It's worked so well for many of my clients and I'm excited to launch it. So stay tuned for that. And again, if you have any questions, hit me up at ask@trillionba.com and I will get you on the waiting list and we will get me together so that I can be great for you to also be great in your career. Now, back to the show. All right, guys, we're back. We're about to wrap this thing up and get out of here and go home because it's late for me recording this. All right, so listen, the third and most important thing. You need to spend time creating a list of people that you need to be making networking deposits into. Let me say that one more time, just in case, because it is the most important thing. You need to spend some time, so it means you need to block your calendar. And then you need to think through, who are the people that I should be connecting with? And saying, hey, and checking in on and asking how they're doing and seeing if there's anything I can do to help them on their career journey. And then I also need to have updated my accomplishments. So when I have these conversations, I can share what I've been doing. I can tell them, all the accolades I've gotten. And I can tell them what I want to be doing if I'm ready to make a career shift or thinking about a career shift. Or whatever life is happening, right? Life be life. And so this is the time to build your network. So the next 3 months, every week, you should be having at least, you hear me? At least one coffee chat, whether it be somebody at work, whether it be somebody outside of work. You need to be doing the networking. And spring is the best time to do it. People are getting more sunlight. The days are longer. People are in better moods. People are going on spring break. They're going on vacation. They have a little time to talk. Budgets are locked. Now we're just in the throes of working. We finished all the strategy work and now we're just implementing the projects, right? So it's that time, player. Catch up with people. No, you don't want to. And I know you don't feel like it. And I know you just want to put your head down and work hard. No, that's not where money or promotions are made. Money and promotions are made in the relationships. And if you can't think of 5 people to call and check on and see how they doing, they can be your peers. They can be your boss's peers. inside of work. Then they can be old coworkers outside of work, old bosses outside of work. You may still have a good relationship with people in your industry. Come on now. And it could be somebody you haven't talked to in a long time. I know one person that I'm definitely hitting up this next quarter. Actually, two, now that I think about it. I used to work with them at a company I used to work at, and I haven't talked to them in a while. Oh, and by the way, they ain't Black. So that's another thing. This ain't just the time to catch up with like the kinfolk. You also need to catch up with the other folk, because your network should be more than just us, because we don't do this up by ourselves. Come on, guys. And if you other people listening to this podcast, i.e. you're not a Black woman, then you need to be reaching out to a Black woman and saying, hey, girl, how you doing? Tell them I sent you. Let them know you listen to the podcast. Because I know y'all out there listening because y'all email me. Keep the emails coming. Keep asking me questions. I love it. Keep telling me how much this show helps you manage your career. I love that too. I welcome it. So listen, guys, the other thing, this is a bonus thing. Bonus! While you're updating your accomplishments so you can share them with your network, it's also a perfect opportunity to pull out that dusty resume of yours. You might not have looked at it and, oh, I don't know. Well, no, I take that back. I'm not going to accuse you of that because I'm projecting. I'm projecting from other people I've been talking to in real life. And so I'm not going to project that on you because my expectation is if you listen to this show, every quarter you need to pull your resume out and tweak them bullets and always stay ready. But let's say you're a new listener. Let's say this is your first time listening to the podcast. Girl, let me tell you something. If you have not updated your resume in the past 90 days, then you need to pull that thing out and you need to get to fixing it, brushing it off, getting it ready, right? Because what good is having these coffee chats and then somebody says, I think you should throw your hat in the ring for this opportunity. And then you scrambling because your resume ain't ready. Girl, I expect better. I need you to do better. Point blank, period. You got to. You just do. So this is the perfect time to do better. Okay? Always keep your resume updated though, guys, because you just never know. You literally never know. I'm telling you. Like, somebody told me, hey, you should throw your hat in the ring for this opportunity in my current company. And I was like, oh, really? Me? Okay, here's my resume. Because your girl stay ready. Okay? All right. Now, those are the three things that you need to do. I'm going to recap real quick so you get it. Number one, clean up. Clean up your desk. Get organized. Number two, really get intentional about what you want. Do some self-assessments. Sit with yourself. Drink some wine. Cry, pray, eat, love, all those things, and get honest with yourself about what you really want to do. And then once you've done that, then I want you to start sharing. I want you to start sharing your accomplishments. I want you to start reaching out to people, having conversations, articulating what you figured out in your Eat, Love, Pray moment for this quarter about what you really want to do. And just start having conversations. But in that also, this isn't a one-sided thing. You really want to be intentional about asking those people, how are they doing and how you can help them. Okay? So that was the episode in a nutshell if you wanted to just fast forward to the end, but I'm not going to tell you that at the beginning. So here we are at the end. Now, if you need some help or advice about specific situations, go to trillianba.com/coaching to schedule a 45-minute consultation with me to strategize and walk through your specific work situation. In addition, you can always email me at ask@trillianba.com. I'm happy to either answer your question or connect you to the right person if I don't have the answer. Also, ask@trillianba.com if you want to come to the Shades of Marketing Tour in Los Angeles. Email that and tell me, hey girl, I want to come with you. Also, email that and tell me, who you want on the show. We're going to have lots of guests on the show this year because I'm tired of talking to y'all by myself. I need more expertise. We have more things to explore. And I need, 3 brains is better than one. So We're working on bringing more people to the show. So if there's somebody out there that you know is an expert in guiding us in our career and you love to hear from them, let me know. Tell me about sis. I want to bring her on the show so we can talk about it and learn and share nuggets and tips and tactics and strategies. Okay? So ask at TrillMBA.com for all things you want to talk to us over here at the Trill MBA Show. So again, that's TrillMBA.com/coaching to schedule a 45-minute consult with me, and then ask at TrillMBA.com to submit questions, concerns, comments, listener letters, all the things, okay? We monitor the email box. We really do. So until next time, guys, I love you. Peace out. Keep it true. Do your homework. Bye. The Trill MBA Show is a Fair World Corp LLC production. Executive produced by Felicia and Rose Inuha. Sound design and editing by Chris Mann with Podshaper. Theme music is Kick Push by Ryan Little. Keep it trill every day, y'all.